with them both around the same time.
Yes.
You had a little boy. How old's your little boy?
He's 1.
And both of these guys are under the impression that they could be the father.
Right.
Why don't you tell me what happened? And you're married to one of them.
Yes, I am. Well, I'm on this show today to see if the father of my son is Antwon or if it's Brandon.
And who are you married to?
I'm married to Antwon.
You're married to Antwon.
Yes.
But Brandon might also be the father.
Correct. What happened was, me and Antwon was dating, and, everything was going good. Until about a year later, that's when he started getting abusive to me. He'll throw me down, punch me, I have to ball up, and...
Okay, you're just kind of like talking, like it's normal. A guy that you married.
Right.
And he was beating you up? I mean, why did you marry the guy?
The reason why I married him is because I thought that if I married him, things
that
would be, that he would change, but he did not change. And like I said at the beginning of our relationship.
Did you love him?
Yeah, I did love him, but I'm falling out of love with him.
So now you're married. How long are you married before you start messing around with Brandon?
Well, actually, we just got married about a year ago. That was before I, started talking to Brandon. When I started talking to Brandon, me and Antwon was just, boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
And after a year, he, started hitting me and getting violent, slamming me down, didn't want me to go anywhere. He'll put his, choke me, have me up against the wall. At the same time, I had my 3-year-old son, seeing this at the time, crying, telling me, like, no, don't hit my mommy, stuff like this or whatever. He'll dig his hands in my throat, leave marks, all around my neck. And I have my family members saying, Shintiria, just leave him alone. But I was too busy following my heart, thinking that everything's gonna change, but it hasn't. After abuse, I got so tired of him abusing me and, leaving marks on me, I left Antwon alone. And that's when I met Brandon. And me and Brandon started talking. Brandon was nice. He was, taking me out. I didn't have any problems with him. He'll cook for me, help me with, my son that wasn't his son. And then here it is, I have Antwon telling me, calling me while I was with Brandon, telling me, oh, I'm sorry, you was with me when I didn't have anything, and you're going to choose this person over me. And so it kind of, had me feeling bad. And so that's what led me to go back, with Twan. But at the same time, I was still with Brandon. Antwon knew about Brandon, but Brandon did not know about Antwon. And so basically when it boils down to it, I was messing with both of them.
Did you ever tell Brandon, hey, I got married?
No. Before I got married, like when I got married, I have not, dealt with Twan. So when I was with Brandon, he was just my boyfriend, and Twan was just somebody on the side.
So
I was
you're
not
saying once you got
yet.
married, you weren't fooling around?
Right. Once I got married, I was not fooling around.
But
right.
It's possible that he could be the father.
Right. It's possible that he could be the father.
You had another baby.
Yes.
And that's definitely Antwon's, right?
And that's definitely Antwon. What happened about that was me and Antwon, we was intimate or whatever, and he was.
But why are you being intimate with somebody that's being physically abusive to you?
I should have left them alone. But anyways, we was getting intimate with each other, and I had just had, my son at the time, so it wasn't even 6 weeks. I didn't even get a chance to go for my 6-week checkup. And anyways, we was getting intimate, and when it was time for him, to have an orgasm, he forcibly held me down, so he can, whatever in me, and to get me pregnant. I'm saying, to get me pregnant so he can say, this is my child, because he thinks that it's Brandon's baby. When my son was born, he was, there, but once he found out that I called Brandon and Brandon came to the hospital and Brandon stepped up to be that father, that's when he started distancing himself. He treated my son basically different. He'll sit him in a corner, popping him on the butt with the belt for every little thing that he do.
With the belt?
Yes.
How old is your son?
He's just 1.
What is he hitting a child 1 year old with a belt for? Okay, we're going to bring your husband, and you're married to Antwon.
Yes.
Let's bring him out.
Man, are you serious, man?
What you mean I'm serious? What you mean I'm serious?
Are you really serious about all this stuff you just been saying?
Yes, I am serious.
So you still in love with this man?
Yes, I am in love with him.
I put my heart and all into this relationship. You gonna sit and tell me you still in love with him?
What you mean you put your heart into stuff? You treat my son like crap.
How I treat your son
You treat him
different?
like crap. You sit here, you pop him for every little thing.
Pop him
you
for
don't
what?
pay
Pop
any
him for
attention
what?
for him. You don't play
Pop
with him
him for what?
for
You
everything.
have 3 other kids.
Let me ask you, and even before we get to the children, the fact that is you married this girl, and she talks.
And I marry her not even knowing this mind.
Okay,
Now, what man you know gonna do that? What man you know gonna do that?
You.
Thank you. I'm the only.
Okay.
I'm a good. What
so
man would you
what
know?
I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with it. If you love her, you know, and you guys went through tough times. She was seeing somebody else. She did come back to you. If you love her, you love her. But if you really love somebody, and if she's saying you're putting her hands on her, you're throwing her down on the ground, is that love? Do you put your hands on her?
I have done that.
Okay. If you really love somebody, how do you do that?
I put my hands on her to show. Because at time when I'm trying to get my point across and she won't even listen to nothing I have to say,
Steve,
that makes me that.
So putting your hands on her makes it better?
No, see.
I mean,
Steve.
well, listen. What if you didn't want to listen to me and I just start smacking you, trying to get my point across?
Steve,
Hold on. You'd want to kick my ass, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the point is, you don't put your hands on somebody trying to get your point across. That really doesn't help the situation. No. So, do you do it anymore?
No.
Do you feel bad about it?
Yeah, I feel bad about it.
You ever gonna do it again?
No.
Steve, just about 2 months ago, he tried to throw me, open up our window, because we stay in an apartment, so we was on the 2nd story. He gonna lift up the window. I was on the phone talking to Brandon about, you know, our son. He gonna lift up the window and try to, you know, throw me out the window as if he tried to drop me out the window.
What are you staying with him for then? If he, well, hold on. Wait. Before I even start with you, I gotta ask you, the guy tried to throw you out a window. What are you doing staying with him?
What was the reason? What was the reason as to why I tried to throw you out the window?
You didn't even tell me this part before. We're sitting there and I go, well, you know, he pushed you down, he's doing this, that. What scares me is that there's little kids in the house. They're seeing mommy being treated like this. How is this screwing up your kids? That this guy, you're putting your hands on her, you're popping the kids, you're trying to throw mom out the window.
Wait.
No, wait. You explain to me, why are you trying to throw her out the window?
Tell them what you did. You threw
I was on the phone talking to Brandon. It does not matter what I did.
Outside the window.
And so wait, you're gonna throw me out the window?
Love out the window, so I'm gonna make her feel the same way she making me feel.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I'm about to make her feel the same way she making me feel.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait a second. She throws a ring out the window, so you're gonna throw her out the window?
No, I didn't. I wasn't gonna throw her out the window. I was gonna scare her. I wasn't gonna throw her out the window.
Here's the man that you're in love with that might be the father to this child in question. Let's bring him out. Here's Brandon.
But bro, you putting your hands on my son, man? Why you putting your hands on that, bro? Man, I'm doing straight up.
Wait. Your son. I've been there with your son.
I understand. Trying to figure out my son. And Shintiria, if you would have been lying about, I mean, man, why you had to lie about too much like that, man? You put both of these men, man, to sit up here trying to fight. I mean, come on, man. I want to know, hey, but you should have doggone be putting your hands on my son like that, man.
Your son. Be serious. Your son, man. I seen your son being born. I seen your son being born, man. I've been there since day one.
Now, she comes on the show, and she says, hey, I was with him. She tried to work it out with him, but she says, you treat her great. You love her. You know, you're a good father. She says she wants to leave him today. She wants to be with you. She's hoping that you're the father. What do you want to say to that?
Nah, I can't. I mean, I can't, man. There's no more of this, man. I already made it in my mind. There's no more of this.
So you don't care about nothing, that I'm still in love with you. You don't care that I'm willing to give up everything just to be with you.
I cared about that. I did care about that, but I had to get to a point where it's just gonna be me. And if it's not I gotta go back home by myself.
And the results, Brandon, for your DNA test is that you are not the father.
Where is he? Brandon, I'm so sorry. 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 I'm so sorry, Brandon. I'm so sorry. Please, Brandon, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, man.
I'm so sorry, Brandon. I'm so
That's why I
sorry.
told you, man.
Please,
Leave me alone
I'm
in the
so
first
sorry.
place, yo. You got me going through all this.
Sorry, Brandon. I'm so
I can't even look at
sorry.
you,
I'm
yo.
so sorry.
In all honesty, in your case, Brandon, I gotta say,
oh my God, oh my
you know,
God,
it must.
oh my God, oh
I know
my
you have
God.
feelings for this little guy,
Oh my God, oh
but
my
knowing
God,
that
oh my God.
what's going on with her life and what's going on with her husband, you might have caught a big break here. You know, if you don't want to be with her, this might be a thing.
By having, that's why I try to tell you, a child don't bring people together, Shintiria.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
I had tried to
If I
teach
just
you
turn back,
everything.
I'm so sorry, Brandon.
Everything I
I'm
tried to show you, I know I was a stranger, but man, I've been through so much, and you know that I was going through a whole lot.
Steve, please help me.
Yeah, right. Huh?
Well, you took a DNA test before the show?
Yeah.
Let's find out if you're the father. Antwon, you are the father.
You bring my son out. I want to see my
Well,
son.
we're not going to bring him out on stage right now. I mean, he's a little boy.
God. Oh my
I mean,
God.
Antwon, let me ask you something. Now that you know definitely that you are the father, are you going to treat this little boy differently now?
I never treated him differently from the jump.
You're saying you've been a good father all
Yes,
along?
I've been a good father.
You haven't been
all
whacking
along.
him with the belt or nothing?
Never hit him with no belt. I have now I have 4 kids. So why would I just whoop him any different from me whooping any other children?
So
around?
she's lying about that?
Yes, she lied. I would never hit him with no belt. I
What?
pop him with my hand instead of hitting him with a belt.
He's 1 year old.
Antwon, when you're trying to potty train him, you do hit him with the belt, Antwon. You have been distant from him. You even told Steve since Brandon stepped in, you
beat
thought
him more
that.
than
But
I
you know
have.
what? It don't even
Shintiria.
matter
If
no
I
more
have
because
beat
you're
him-
the father. It don't even matter no more.
Antwon, you know, I don't know what your malfunction is, okay? But I mean, turn around and look at that little boy, and you explain to me what the hell that little guy right there could do that he needs to be popped. I mean, look at that guy. Beautiful little boy. Dad's supposed to protect him. He's 1 year old. What the hell does a 1 year old know? Doesn't know right from wrong, and you're popping him. I mean, honestly, I should kick your ass for that. I don't know what's going to happen with the two of you. And quite frankly, I got to be honest, I don't care what happens between the two of you. I really don't. Because you made a bad situation, you've made a bad situation, and you've made a bad situation. But you know, when it comes to kids, I'm a softie. Because the kids, they got nothing to do with this, you know? And nothing to do with what she was doing or what you were doing. That little guy right there, he's looking at you like you're dad. And you know what you're supposed to be doing? Protecting him, making him feel safe. Now, I hope you go home and you make that little guy not afraid of his father. I hope you go home, you're a good dad, you be a role model for him, you be somebody that he can look up to. And before I kick you off my stage, if you would need some help to deal with whatever you got going in your head or to learn what you need to do to control your anger so you don't put your hands on anybody else, I'd be more than willing to help you. Because it serves me no purpose or your community's purpose, your neighborhood purpose, her purpose, to send you back out and you keep doing the same things that you've been doing. But it's up to you. You tell me, you pick up the phone, yeah, Steve, I need help. You do that, I'll help you. But for now, you can get the hell off my stage. You're in a tough boat. There's no sugarcoating it. You're in a tough boat. You got decisions to make. I think you need some counseling too, because you know what? I know women get trapped in this pattern of accepting violence on them, accepting abuse. And it seems like that's what you've gone into, accepting certain things happening to you. Need to break that, need to get you out of that cycle. I don't care if you stay with Antwon, if you try to work things out, or if you leave him. You need to concentrate on yourself, protecting yourself and protecting your kids. And if you need help, we're here for you. We'll get you all the help you need.
I need help, Steve. I need help.